Hello, Jacob here. Just had a quick jump on my phone and vlog a little bit and give you a couple of big news stories, one of them involving the Minnesota Vikings and another one involving the Boston Marathon bombing suspect. So, first up, the Vikings story. According to the Viking Age and the Purple People podcast on Facebook, the Patriots are trying to point blame at the Minnesota Vikings. And to prove the point, I'll quick read you a statement that I read on thevikingage.com. Here's what the excerpt said, according to an article on the Pro Football Talk website. The Patriots also supplied information to Mr. Wells about a prior reported incident of actual ball tampering, which took place during a Vikings-Panthers game in 2014. Evidence was also provided that Indianapolis ball boys in a prior season had been seen by Jacksonville personnel with ball needles hidden under their long sleeves, the Patriots letter says. However, for those of you who don't know, that was the Vikings-Panthers game right after Thanksgiving, where it was literally 12 degrees on the field. But actually what did happen, according to what Florio wrote, and this actually, was true, it happened in Minnesota with the Panthers and Vikings both warned at halftime about not using sideline heaters to warm footballs on a 12-degree day. All other teams received a reminder the next day. Reports at the time from NFL.com and ESPN.com strongly suggested that both teams were warned because both teams were doing it. The truth, per a league source with knowledge of the situation, is that the Vikings weren't. The confusion apparently came from accounts that it was happening on the Vikings sidelines and from the fact that both teams were warned about it. So in other words, both teams were warned about it just because, again, it's 12 degrees outside, and if you haven't noticed, on a cold day, the football is really hard to grip. So why people would do that is they would warm it up to loosen it and soften the ball a little bit to give you a little bit more throwing power. So as you can see here, the Patriots are trying to point the finger at everybody. Now, whether or not all of this is true or not, I can't, obviously stated, but according again to NFL sources, the Vikings were not cheating. Now, that's not to say the Vikings haven't been, in trouble with stuff like that before, but probably not since Love Boat was really the last big incident. Oh, and the Adrian Peterson scandal, which, as a Vikings fan, whenever a scandal hits your team and it's all over the frickin' news, you just basically tune it out after a while. Kind of annoying. Anyway, and in the second report, according to ESPN.com, the jury hands down the death sentence to Sarnev. The jury sentenced, Sarnev to death Friday for the Boston Marathon bombing, sweeping aside pleas that he was just a kid who fell under influence of his fanatic older brother. So, if you haven't heard, the Sarnev, I think is how you pronounce it. Again, sorry about that. It's kind of a difficult name to pronounce. Okay, it doesn't matter if you still bombed the Boston Marathon. It doesn't matter if you were brainwashed or not. You still... you still were part of it. You still did it. There's still a lot of casualties. So, my opinions are, I think rightfully so. He was, sentenced that way, but, because, again, I'm not really good with these touchy subjects like this, but I'm just giving you my honest opinion, so I think they got it right. Even though I never wish death on anyone, but, Well, that'll pretty much wrap it up for today. Just wanted to quick jump on and explain a little bit of what's going on. So, this is Jacob signing out. Have a good day.